Great, gorgeous. Well, she's beautiful, so. J'aurais pas mieux fait. For Rucci, today we are doing a very pretty dramatic black eyes, very matte. And for the lips, we just put a veil of foundation or concealer just to have the same lip tone on every girl.
We wanted to do something a little softer this season. It's like a French twist that a really cool young woman would have done herself and lived with.
Second stop. Oh! Chair. There? Fourth chair. Fourth chair. Famous, not the non-famous.
Yes, the famous one, yes.
Right here, please? To your, I don't know, is it left?
First of all, he takes designing and his work very seriously and not himself. He is one of the nicest, generous, amusing, divine men that I've ever met.
I love that Ralph Rucci fits even women with a backside, and I like that.
It's America's couture designer. I mean, this is the show. He didn't do a show last season, which we all missed. So we're really happy that he came back. But this, this is the real deal. This is old school couture, and he's like the last of a generation who does that.
Welcome, Videofashion. I'm Ralph Rucci. The collection is it's about so many different things that I make reference to in my work constantly. There's a huge passage of clothes made in red. I've never used the color red because I reserve it in my mind for very specific individuals, because it's a color that can either be very commercial or very unto distinct, extraordinary personalities. So I've never touched it because I've almost felt that it was almost sacrilegious. But I've devoted 3/4 of the collection to red clothes. And I think when you see them in such abundance, you lose the color, and what you are engaged with is the vibration and the energy and the emotion of the color. And then after that, there could be nothing except neutrals and black. There are more furs than I've shown, and they are not as serious as what I've usually shown in furs. They're more casual and useful for day. There's a great deal of technique. I push myself to experiment with cloth that I've not touched before. It's the first time I've used ultra suede, for example. There are paisleys, which I find very mysterious because I'm treating them like Tibetan prayer coats.
Ralph Rucci's really the only game in town. He's the only designer in America who's doing this kind of workmanship, this kind of abstract design, and doing it so well in totally wearable clothes. This collection, it's really great American design.
I absolutely love the Ralph Rucci show just because I thought it was him at his total best. My favorite was a beautiful velvet long skirt with a fabulous fishtail hem, worn with a very simple white silk top. It was very much Ralph's signature, something very dramatic, something very modern, but something very desirable.
He's amazing. I love it. When I've gotten to wear him, I've been very comfortable. When I wear lots of other people, I'm not so comfortable.
In the double face clothes, you're going to see techniques that have to do with African scarification and Japanese basketry. And why do I choose that? Because we have to strive to make clothes in a way that shows handwork. And also, I find that marrying technique with apparel design is what truly is new. I love my work. The joy is in the daily work with my team because I'm surrounded by artists and geniuses, my pattern makers and my assistants and my specific assistant, Samantha Storto. We almost have unsaid communication. Sometimes you feel almost trapped within it and you can't talk about it. And when it is displayed, you become an observer outside of yourself, and thus you see for the first time what has been planned. But you don't, it has a life of its own, so you're taught from it.